I broke my ankle.
No, you gotta have a video that leads up into it.
Before we get started with this video, I just want to give some context to why I'm sharing this embarrassing, awful story. One day, I'd say about maybe 5 years ago, when I was grinding on the tube, I was like, you know what? Let me just play the clip for you. Mind me, I look really young in this clip, and I'm in a completely different setting, and I was just a little boy because when this incident happened, I was pretty young. But let me play the clip right now. Hit that music, DJ. Hey guys, one day, when I make it big, I have a really sad story to share with you. It's kind of crazy, and it's really embarrassing, and I haven't told anyone about it. So, once we make it big, like maybe 26 views on my next video, I will share the story. Yep, you heard me right. I broke my ankle. Now you may be thinking, oh, you broke your ankle, that's like not cool. No. This is a story about how I was almost drugged and killed, how I had no way to escape the drugger, and just a story about me balling with my bros. So stay tuned for one of the best stories you may ever hear in your life. Thank you. So let me get into the story. I'm sorry if you guys can't see me, but you know what? I got it. All right, this is my favorite angle anyways. So the story starts off like this. I'm just trying to ball with my bros, right? I'm so sorry. Anyways, I'm just trying to ball with my bros. We're playing basketball, I'm dropping about 50 on them, hitting half-court shots. This kid, Brandon, just can't guard me. So you know what he decides to do? This is my buddy Andrew. He decides to take me out. And what I mean by that is that I went for a rebound, right? And this kid, being slick and stupid, put his foot under mine, so when I landed, I would break my ankle. Now you may think, this was an accident, Jason. Let me tell you why it wasn't an accident. I was dropping buckets on his head. He literally told something to me. He was like, I'm gonna break this kid's ankle. And I was like, that sounds a little bad, right? No, it wasn't just bad. It was awful. Because what comes next is quite terrifying. Okay, so after I land, I realize, oh my God, I broke my ankle. And everyone starts laughing because I'm screaming in pain, and they're like, oh, this kid's exaggerating. I could not move my whole entire leg. It wasn't just my ankle. My whole leg was just numb, and I couldn't move it. I'm sorry if you can't hear right now. I'm in the hospital after the events 2 years after because it still affects me to this day. Hi, buddies. Anyways, so while I'm on the ground, this is when the story gets crazy. Some woman, we're gonna name her Dr. Oz for now, or Dr. Phil. We're gonna name her Dr. Phil for now. Dr. Phil comes up to me and she's like, hey, you want some drugs? And I was like, I'm a little boy, I don't take drugs. And she was like, no, you're gonna have some drugs anyways. I need to see you with that drugs in your mouth. And I was like, I've never had drugs before. This is kind of scary. I almost called my mommy to pick me up, but I didn't have time because my phone was about one whole cord away from me, and I was there without one whole functional leg because my leg was broken. My whole entire leg was broken. So in a situation like this, what do? You either take the drug or you try to run, but you can't run. So you have to take the drug. So she comes up to me and she's like, come here, boy. And she gives me the drug. And I'm like, this is it for me. But my quick thinking comes in real quick because I'm like, let me take this drug right now. Let me put it behind my tongue. That way, if she's like, let me see if you really swallowed it, I can be like, That way, thank you for laughing. No one else really laughed. Anyways, that way she would look and she'd be like, I got this kid. He's under the influence now. So that was when I was like, okay, can you leave me alone now? And she's like, not just yet. I see how vulnerable you are. So Dr. Phil starts walking towards me. And this is when things get crazy. So I have my friends pick me up, literally over their heads, and they start sprinting. Mind you, we're at a park. We're going to name this Rutgers for now. We are at Rutgers Park, and we're just balling with the bros. There was some random kids. We'll name those kids LeBron and Steph Curry. and they were there, and they were just bawling. And they saw this, and they did absolutely nothing. Literally nothing. They just witnessed me being chased by Dr. Phil. Now, if I was them, I would do something. Because I wouldn't want any of my friends to be drugged. Because drugs are bad. Do pugs, not drugs. No, don't do pugs. That's weird. Cut that. Never mind. Anyways, just the moral of the story is, if you're gonna break ankles, don't take it literally. Because Brandon took it too literally. We'll replace his name with LeBron James. LeBron James took it too literally, and that's when he decided he was gonna literally take my ankle out. And other moral of the story: don't do drugs, kids. Because while I had that drug in my mouth, I'm pretty sure it activated because it kind of like melted since it was behind my tongue, and I broke something else. I broke my pinky because of it. But that's a story for another day. If this video gets 2 likes, 10 views in the next day, I will upload that video. And for now, don't do drugs.